Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. We're going to get it in. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to break it down for you like we do every single day. Shout out to my lovers alive. Shout out to everybody here enjoying this existence on this earth. That's what this stream is really about. I code it with trading and technical analysis, but it's really about enjoying this life, realizing that we have one life to live, one chance to go after what we want, one chance to make it happen, baby. And it's this life. We have multiple days to add to that chance, and we get to learn a bunch of lessons, and we're here just long enough to make it happen. But it's a fast time. You are here so fast. The halving for Bitcoin will come and go, my friends. The halving for Bitcoin will come and go. This time will go by like this. I was just 25 years old. I am now 40 years old. Sorry. That time has passed so fast. So fast. Wait, that's not right. Hold on. The angle's got to be right there, yeah. Anyway, the time has passed so fast, all right? So much has gone on, all right? Yes, I'm in the three-piece today, feeling fresh to death. You know what I mean? Why not? Why not, right? It's Monday morning, baby. I like to start off fresh, keep it moving. Also, I'm hurt. When I tell you when I'm hurt, I like to dress the best. It makes me feel the best. So you do everything you can to kind of push yourself to feel better when you're down and out. These are cool little secrets my dad taught me, and I'm passing them down to you. They seem like nothing, but I'm telling you, even just wearing the suit is helping me show up, is helping me do my thing. Let's break it down, everyone. I love you. I appreciate you. And let's talk about bitty Bitcoin. Market a little slow today. You can see volume a little tight. Why? Well, people are going to start waiting for this CME and what's happening with the CME watch tool. We're going to break that down too as well. I want to get you ready for that so you can understand kind of what's happening with the CME watch tool. All right. What is the CME watch tool? What does it do? Well, it kind of gives us a good idea of what's happening with the Fed, all right? We're going to have a meeting coming up in 9 days, 3 hours and 45 minutes. It's going to affect the market. Probably going to be a lot of volatility that day based on what happens on that Fed meeting, okay? And right now, there's a 97% chance that they keep the rates exactly where they are. We do not change the rate. So right now, it's looking like the rate will not change. That's kind of what's going on here. That's what we're looking at. Shout out to everybody here. Let's put the lemon into the water. God bless each and every one of you. And stay alkaline. I don't have time for the honey right now, but I'll do the honey on my own time. But definitely have honey. And well, everyone getting sick around me, people doing their thing, I'm having black cumin seeds as much as I can. How's Sammy's hammy doing? It's okay. It's okay. How is Sammy's hammy? I'm all right. Maybe I should go put on a suit. Crypto Wifer. Yes. I mean, I'll be honest. If you woke up every day and you put on a nice suit, you'd feel pretty good about yourself. Yeah. Suit colors match well, looking fly. I mean, it's all one suit, right? This is the sometimes I don't wear the vest that matches the coat, but today I am, right? Don't worry, master friend. I got you, bro. You're never gonna have to think about how to dress. I'm gonna measure you up and we're just gonna lace you out, you know? How's your hamstring, hammy? Yo, I got a hamstring over here. Shout out to my man, Master Friend. We love you. We appreciate you. And thank you for everyone being here. 518 people on the live. 144 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. People are devastated. A lot of people got wrecked. A lot of people got wrecked in the last couple of months. You know, altcoins got demolished. There was a bearish div. We all saw it. We talked about it multiple times. We lost the 200 SMA in the 1 hour, which I told you was bearish. Every time we did it, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, we had to get it back above. Oh my God. Boom. And this is what I thought. No one knows where price action is going. So one day it hit me. Like, watch this. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm not 100%. But I said, you know, if we went below this and I opened up with a stop loss here and I took it, right? 1 win. Trailing stop. 2 win. Right? Maybe 3 win. This one might have come back and got me, but then I might have got back in here. So let's call that an X, but that still could have been a win if it was traded right properly. We'll just give you the benefit of the doubt that it made a mistake there, but 3 wins out of 4, right? And then you get the big one. And so what I told myself about this idea is if I do it every time, I'm covering myself in case there is the big one. I never know. This could have been the big one. This could have, yes, been the big one. And that's what people say. Well, it doesn't always do it, so why would you do that? Well, that's why. You just do that. Now, most of the times you win and you're in that. And here's the deal. If you're a gratitude trader, and what that means is if you're someone who lives in gratitude, and there's Bitcoin dumping to the downside, as I suggested, we would dump to the downside. I told my entire team and everybody on my live stream, on my morning update this morning, that we were going down. I said, look for prices to go down. We're at 40,450 now. Bitcoin further collapsing to the downside. We have far more liquidity down here too as well. Let's take a look at that. But I just wanted to, I go in between trying to show you live price action and teaching you things, right? And that's the balance that I struggle with on the channel every day. I want to gear you up for long-term success, but I also want to show, people what's going on right now. All right. So I'm not going to go into a weekly analysis because we did it. The weekly candle closed last night, and I already gave everyone in my group kind of the big picture, okay? So we're in this falling wedge. Falling wedge likely break to the downside. The only thing that I can see is that we're making a larger consolidation here. It's going to start coming down to the golden pocket, or we even kind of dump here. Something is happening. A bigger pullback is at hand. We're losing moving averages, the 200 on the bigger time frames. We haven't been below the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame in this manner, right? Since September. You see that? It's been a while, everybody, right? So we had a beautiful couple of months of love. It was amazing. Nothing goes up forever. Bitcoin at 40,420, continuing to go to the downside, right? Wow, Bitcoin was 49K 12 days ago. I could not find the live today on YouTube. Went to the Discord for it. My algorithm must be goofy. I mean, it is strange right now. 689 people. Usually we have way more people on the live already, so it is acting up. So we never know. But, all you can do is push forward. Be the person you can be every single day. And, you can't, I could let all these things get to me, pull me up or down. And they have in the past. And I tell myself to breathe easy. It's funny. The legs hurt. The stream's down. The market's down. Isn't that funny? Everything seems to be down at the same time. Morning, my brother. Hope you and your family are well. Shout out to Tree Brothers Farms. And my man, I wanted to bring up my buddy. And actually, a guy that I met before I even met my buddy that I'm talking about right now. Right? And that's my buddy right here. This is John, man. John was my age, basically, maybe a year older than me. And then I became good friends with his younger brother when I was probably 13. And, so we've been friends for 27 years. And, his brother's been through the regular mental facilities for a long time. We're attempting to raise $42,000. You could give what you can. I have this retweeted on my tweet, right? I'm going to retweet it right now, too. And, maybe you've been through something similar, And I never want to make this the channel that beg, or my Twitter to beg, but I normally never ask for much, and this is my buddy just going through a lot, and I promised him that I would retweet, and I do what I say, man. So read the story, give if you can. Maybe you have been through something similar, And honestly, I love John. I hope him the best. I have a really good feeling about what's going to happen, and I believe there is going to, when you do something different, you get new outcomes. So God bless his whole family for going out to change the way things have been going, right? So God bless you, Nikolai. Thank you, man. And yeah. I can't believe people who sold at the ETF were right temporarily. Yeah, they sold the top. I mean, there was a bearish divergence, though. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, for me, I don't even think about the ETF. Like, the charts did tell us what was likely going to happen. There was a likelihood of what was going to happen. It's as sad as it is, Sorry. I'm going to have to, work with my team. We got to get, some more deep house going or something. Anyway, sorry, I'm late, guys. I don't think my phone sent me the notification. Today, I could be wrong. A lot of people are saying that. But I'm here every day at 10 a.m. no matter what. But, yeah, we may have a YouTube maybe down. Twitter had some issues yesterday. It was flagging all sorts of stuff, for no reason. So, right here, I posted that pancake swap picture of me and it was flagged for some reason, and I had to keep appealing the flag over and over again. All right. Celtics took the Rockets yet again, continuing to bang on them after that loss. Man, I went to the game to see the Celtics lose to the Nuggets like that. That was insane. As soon as I saw the time, I said, oh no, I'm late. Discord told me you're live, not YouTube. Nah, it's not down. They just don't like the truth. I guess, I don't know. I want to rev you guys up. I got something interesting. I'm going to read a few quotes, and I guess some people are like, we want Bitcoin right now, and I get it. Bitcoin's at 40,470, but getting your mind right is so important. And these quotes right here are the quotes that really changed the way I thought about myself. Jim Rohn changed me forever. Just go on YouTube and type in Jim Rohn. Watch one Jim Rohn. If you do one thing for me today, besides trading, watch one Jim Rohn video. All right? But don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenges. Wish for more wisdom. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. That's it. It's so simple once I really thought about it. You know what I mean? Okay, you can have more than you have because you can become more than you are. Wow. I'm buying some things that are down, but wait for more down in case. I'm staying in Tether. I believe there's going to be lower prices. To solve any problem, here are 3 questions. Ask yourself. First, what could I do? Second, what can I read? And third, who can I ask? Yo, if you just go by these like 40, 30 quotes here, man, 40 quotes, your life will never be the same. You know, I love this guy. He changed the way I thought for the rest of myself. Learn how to be happy with what you have while you pursue all that you want. I mean, that's the key to gratitude, right? So let's get back into the small price action here. And so today I saw this as an M pattern breaking to the downside, right? I see this as a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder also breaking to the downside. Bitcoin now at 40,430 and about to make a further dump to the downside, right? I saw this as an M pattern. I talked about it to my trading group. I said, listen, this is a likelihood of a move to the downside. I said the measured move, you know, is likely and probably to take us down to 39,000 for Bitcoin. All right. Now, could we get a bounce? Are we going to get a bounce? Is there a bullish div? Honestly, no. Like the bullish divergence is just not, we're not getting the love. We are not getting the love. What is this line? Whenever you see a falling wedge and it's breaking to the downside. Sorry, I don't want to move that. And we'll get rid of our moving averages. But whenever you see a falling wedge breaking to the downside and you want to find out where it's going to go, you know, you have to take the length of the base basically and swing that. And usually it'll drop pretty fast. And that hits the exact level there, 35,008. We could see a massive dump today. All right. And again, we could go down to 25,000 if you're not ready for lower lows. If you're not ready to start shorting this market, stand in the sidelines, and then this is what we do. We learn how to trade the market either way. It's not always going to be up. It's also going to be down. We have to learn how to take the market both ways. It's so much better when it goes up. It's funner. It's just an interesting time. I get it. Nobody likes these times. But we must learn how to fight through them and become better traders no matter what. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to make it through the hard times. All right? We're just not. Bitcoin getting a nice bounce back to the upside. And I'll be honest, Bitcoin's been an insane chop. Like, it was very tradable asset until the ETF. Since the ETF, it's been, you know, I mean, yes and no. It lost its moving averages. So as long as I keep with my traditions, it's been doing what it's supposed to do. Like even today, last night, when it lost that 200 SMA, you knew we were going down. That's it. If you just stick to the 200 SMA, you know, so now the 15-minute, if it can't get back above it, expect more downside. It was almost possibly making an inverted head and shoulder, but that's negated now, you know. And say, okay, a double bottom here at this key level, it just wants to hold support at 40,379. It is a falling wedge. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. See this wedge, you're expecting this wedge eventually. You know, the probability is that this wedge will break out. But every time, you know, we continue to go further down, we continue to make these lower areas, you know. It's funny, you didn't even touch the area here. It's kind of like we're just not doing a lot of traditional tight TA recently. It's been messy, to say the least. This is a good bear flag. It lost the 200 SMA. The moving averages have been making it simple to trade, but without the moving averages, you know, and support or resistance has been respected somewhat. I mean, right there, bounce, resistance, resistance. I see this as a head and shoulder pattern going further to the downside. That's what I see happening right now for Bitcoin. All right. It's attempting a bounce. It's attempting a double bottom here. It's almost exaggerated bullish div, you know, where this is flat and this moves up, which is exaggerated bullish divergence. If you never heard about that, there's three types of divergences. You have regular, you have exaggerated, and you have hidden bullish, okay? That would be an exaggerated, hidden bullish divergence for BTC. Shout out to the 938 people here on the live, 260 likes. Did you get your notification today? All right. Let me know. Put a 1 in the comment section if you got your notification to come to the live. I believe you did, because that's how we've been getting most of our views. You know what I mean? Traders selling Bitcoin for LINU now. What do you think of AstroDAO? I mean, AstroDAO is interesting. Could do some numbers. My notification is my alarm clock. I like it. I just come in. 2, I didn't. I just come around 10. Hey, man, I love that. Yeah, I'm here every day at 10, right? So I'm going to be here. So I see a move to the downside for Bitcoin. That measured move is 39,770. It's also the bottom of this bigger channel that I have kind of projected out here. And that's what I see for Bitcoin. Chart LINU, Sam, please. Never get notified, but I'm here every day. John Shanks, we love you. Same time, every day. I don't need a notification. I love that. I love y'all. The guy's going to be there for years on end. What's it like knowing I'm going to be here for years? It's got to be kind of insane. Like, what is it like knowing that a human being could be somewhere every single day? He's like, so fast. I mean, I think it's nuts, right? Every dang day, no notice required. From Discord, not YouTube, but you are always consistent, so I just show up. Brandon Jorgensen. Same time every day. I don't need a notification. I love y'all. Greatest gift, NAB, right? Yeah. See, this dude just said I made up a TA concept because he says exaggerated bullish divergence. But, I mean, I'm just telling him he doesn't realize that I don't make things up. There's that much to know, and I happen to know so much that you think it's made up. You know what I mean? That's what's so fascinating about it. So bullish divergence, exaggerated divergences, all right? Exaggerated. There's a regular, but makes a double top or a double bottom, you see? Rather than a new high or a new low, right? So if you go to here, right, that's a double, right? So see how it's a double bottom? Rather than a high or low? That's exaggerated bullish div. Like I'm not the only one that knows this, all right? Exaggerated divergence is here. In-depth look. Like, you want to know more about exaggerated bullish div? The different types of... This is a great... honestly, yeah, this is actually really great. Altcointrading.net. You got to know your divergences. Fine, the market's done, right? It may not be perfect for a beginner. Perfect time to begin to learn. They're going to use the fear to push you out of this market. Let's take a look at our fear and greed index. It should be in the 48s. I fear more fear today, right? There should be more fear today, at least for the market sentiment compared to normal. And only at a 55 is pretty interesting, you know? When do you assess we rebound? Who's questioned you? You could write this. You're funny, right? I made up the website, right? Yeah, I made this website up. I just learned what people, you know, look, you have regular, you have hidden, you have exaggerated divergence. I'm telling you right now. You guys are trolling me at this point. You guys know what exaggerated is. Don't play games. Anyway, I still see bearishness. I see a dump to the downside for Bitcoin. All right. The indicator saying a little bit of div right there that could get us a bounce. Slight, you know. I see more downside. That's what I see. This is an M pattern here with rejection, double top, break to the downside, measured move. Takes you to about 39,450. And that's what I see happening for BTC. It is False Move Monday. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw this. Bling. Bull trap. Bing. Retest. Dump. It's a lot of things you'll see on, so people will try to go long. They'll get banged out. People that went long, right, will jump in a little late. They'll get banged out. If they think it's, then everyone that was still kind of indecision will get hit off. And then only the smart retesters. So that's why I teach a retest, man, the retest. Projecting and waiting for the retest. Watching people getting liquidated and waiting for the retest. There it is, 40,390. Bitcoin going further to the downside. I woke up this morning and I told my trading group, shorts are in order. No reason to open. I said it would not open up a long until we break above the 200 SMA on the 15-minute and make a flag. There's just no reason for me. The bulls have to show me a reason to open a long. There has to be confirmation. If we broke above this 200 SMA and we made a little bit of a flag here or an inverted head and shoulders, some type of pattern, I would bite on it and I would swing long. Right now, there's just no reason. Unless I was scalping a tiny reversal like this or like that, you know what I mean? Like I was mitigating and waiting for one tiny move back up, then I would long. But that's, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't do that usually on a Monday with heavy volatility and a Fed meeting coming in 9 days. Like, you got to assess where you're at. You have tactics and tricks. Then there's times to use them when they operate at a higher velocity, right? So, Issa Dump, seasoned crypto winner, baby. Hey, Sam, long time no see. Den Developer, home of the football watch-alongs. Hope you've been well, man. Thank you, man. Hope you've been well, too. What a great confluence. 39.5 is the CME gap fill. Yeah, we've talked about that too many times. Nada, man. I don't know if I got this out to the trading group. I put an alert on it to look at it. Sad to say, it did go up 98%. We've been trading this coin on and off, and every time I see it, it tells me something could be brewing with it. And the other day I saw it, I was like, man, that Nada coin again. I said, I haven't looked at it in a while. Do you think Nada could make some gains? And Nada just continues to bang on them. Did anyone, maybe my elites, put this out? And look, it came down for the perfect retest right there too. Nada for 98% gains. So there's still gains in this market. I mean, it's one of the bigger gainers in MXC today. But I had this alert. I really did. So crazy. And there's probably an alert there that gets, I think the alerts get set in stone, right? They should stay in a log, right? There it is, Nada crossing, see? Triggered on the 19th. Bang. And that would have made, that alert would have made 100% gains. Insanity, right? Maybe I even moved it over after that trigger. So even it's better price action right there. Or the 19th right there, somewhere like 0.05 cents, and it went all the way to 13 cents. Dang. So we don't get every single one of them. We get as many as we can. I'll be nice. I'll give you some of the alerts that I was looking at here. This LAZIO looks interesting. All right. I'm going to be nice to you right now and give you something. LAZIO fan token, right? Just kind of doing its own thing. Chili's had a little bit of a move recently. This thing is consolidating. Doesn't seem to care about the Bitcoin dip at all. All right. And remember, False Move Monday. Look at Bitcoin getting the move right back to the upside. 291 here for LAZIO. I'm looking at this closely. I put it to the trading group, but I have so many coins right now sitting like this, ready to rock, that you'll find out if you join my trading group, right? Even just to learn, watching them explode and seeing how the system plays out, to me, is part of the fun of being in the trading group. Like, the learning process of going through what happens when you're just like, wow, how did that, like, and then you understand, then you become empowered. You see the moving averages, like you see support or resistance. You start drawing your own pennant. You see things you never thought possible. You change the whole way you look at the market, and you never chase a green candle again for the rest of your life. You don't become an emotional trader. The old you who just looked at a green candle and bought in, or sold at a red candle. No, now you're zooming into the 10, the 15, the 7. You're looking for flags. You're looking for confluence. You're looking for bullish div. You're looking for a support or resistance flip. You're never doing something immediately. You're taking a break. You're taking you're looking at it. You're thinking about it. So remember, this is going to be a long-term game if you're going to become successful at it. If you think it's going to be a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, overnight type of thing, then that's what it's going to be. You're probably going to make some gains and then maybe lose a bunch, and then that's going to be kind of it for you. But if you want to be here long-term, right, if you want to travel the world with your gains, It's going to take self-discipline, focus, and there's going to be some staying power. There's also going to be some times where it's not perfect. It's not always going to be exactly how you want it to be. And you're going to be able to roll with the punches. If you want to be a pro trader, you're going to have to learn how to roll with the punches. Look at that. Even SHIDO collapsed out of the pattern. A bearish div there too. And I was out of SHIDO, right? I sold right there on Sunday morning. I never to get back in. Chance SHIDO did make some gains. But if I played that flag, I would have had to stop probably right here or here. And then boom, it's out, right? Curving 21. The bigger time frames are getting a little overbought. Or, not looking amazing for SHIDO. And the market, the whole market, what I love about this dump is a lot of coins were just out of reach. They really were. Bit sensor, Tau, so if we DCA, if we don't, rush ourselves into coins every time and we take a deep breath, there's always opportunity in this market. Like Bit Tensor, thing went to a high of 411, starting to come back further down, right? So it's just all about having a plan. If you have a plan, then you can take advantage of lower prices. If you don't have a plan, then this thing even bounced pretty close to the golden pocket already, came back up. Is it making a bigger low? It may. But to me, a little nibble. I remember we got into this coin at 60 or 80 bucks, and I just couldn't believe what it did. Hey, After Hours, missed you, man. How is everybody feeling about MYRO? MYRO boomed. MYRO was amazing. We got into MYRO at 2 cents. We rode it for gains, baby, for gains. I just feel like MYRO has to come back down to the 618 golden pocket, and the daily needs to revisit the 21-day moving average. I gave it a little bit of a hope to see if it could go sideways this way, right? I gave it what I call the twisted sister. But I got a fib here. I'm looking for the 618, and I've been calling for a pullback for MYRO as well. If you're on the live, you're in the right place at the right time. Bro, I love your tips. You put my thoughts together. This channel is truly a blessing. Shout out to CLSK. I used to be like you, afraid of the like button. I used to think if I hit it, it would hit back. The truth is, I hit the like over and over, and it's never hit back. Hit the likes for the best TA in crypto. Shout out to Miguel Paz, who hit the like button, and it did not hit him back. Hedera Hashgraph popping off. Nada, Sauce, Jam, Bang, Birdman. So Birdman, we got Nada is part of it, right? Sauce and Jam, GeoJam. Is that what it is too? GeoJam, right? We print bags in this group. Shout out to After Hours Investing. In MYRO, probably just taking a huge hit. It must be going down to like 12 or 10. And again, buy more type of situation. Bit of a bounce off 14 for MYRO. And again, that's a 618, right? So let's take a look here. Remember, we already called this. If you remember, we put it in a symmetrical triangle. And the measured move is up or down, right? That's where we got the 11 in the first place. And the other move was to the up there at 36 up. Nothing goes straight down. You would expect some type of bounce, or maybe it's in this tighter wedge like this. Ugly pattern for sure. But look, let's pull a Fibonacci on MYRO. And yeah, I mean, you're in the golden poquito. So golden pocket, 786, 706 retracement. Beautiful place to get in. And it's holding a hidden bullish as that swings up, right? While this swings down on the RSI, which tells us that we should get a move back to the upside. That could almost be a secret sauce to say that Bitcoin's going to get a bounce. Like, if MYRO is sporting, how could MYRO get a bounce if Bitcoin's going to dump, you know? But that's hidden bullish divergence on the one-day chart. Super oversold for MYRO. Like, definitely got sold off. People panic sold it. We're still up nicely on the 9, right? So I'm not stressing. We were up huge at 9 to 31, but I got plans for this thing. Like, in a year and a half to 2 years, I'm selling this thing up into the, at least, I'm selling it $100, you know? So I want to turn that 15,000 into, I did the math, about 110 grand. So that's the plan. Bro, you're awesome. I got to join the group soon. I want to start shorting the market when we head down. Amen. One step at a time. Started watching you 2 weeks ago and wish I had seen you sooner. I'm 25 and my first daughter is due in April. With your energy, I know it's good. Love you, man, from the UK. Hey, man, I was born in April, and that's an Aries baby. Shout out to the first super chat on a live stream from AMB Motocross. What is MYRO 618? The numbers
are blurry. No, they're not over here. Don't tell me I got blurry numbers. Go back and look at it again over here.
Watch, I'll go back to the stream. I'll go back to the stream and show you the numbers. How's that? So insane. I'm so stubborn that I have to do it. I'm so stubborn. Most stubborn man you've ever met in your entire life. Sam Price. All right. But my stubbornness is what has got me here in the first place. Stubborn man you've ever met in your entire life. So there he is. He says the numbers were blurry, he says, right? So I'm going to go to the numbers while I'm live streaming using multiple. He says they're blurry, right? Let's go to HD. Flip it to HD. That's blurry? That's like the closest need is 16. That doesn't look blurry to me at all. So clear and clean. And I'm live streaming. So I'm spitting out while I'm taking in. So like no one here has any excuses saying they're seeing it blurry. The reason is because, I mean, look how crispy this looks to me. This is insanity. And I got a 2K monitor too that makes every detail very, very like. So, and I'm using both. So don't tell me it's blurry. All right. Don't tell me it's blurry. Jimmy's son working through the pain never stops. Shout out to my man. The less I talk about it, the better, I guess, right? MYRO, CLSK, and Riot, the ultimate combo for the bull run. You like CLSK too, huh? Let me take a look at that, because I wanted to get into another minor just for fun. I always like to kind of like own a couple. I always put the, Clean Spark. Yeah. Same thing. Look, they look exactly like MYRO. Excellent. What's going on, man? No vocals. I need the instrumental versions of all this. Hold on. I like that. I don't mind house like that. But I just don't want to hear people singing. So CLSK, I mean, same thing here, right? Golden Pocket, 706, Fibonacci retracement. I mean, that's where I have to buy in. Like, there's no, and you get the hidden bullish divergence. Same scenario there, which tells you continue to the upside in a nice trend. The miners are telling us that Bitcoin may have gotten a bit of a... You see that? I'm not saying that's for sure, but it's interesting. I'm just sharing a little bit of insight that I have with each and every one of you. So Bitcoin sporting some exaggerated bullish divergence. Actually, you could say no because I'll tell you, almost wouldn't even call it, but it's slight bullish div. Very slight though. They basically move up. One just moves up a little more, but that's still slight divergence. And you got this like weird falling wedge, right? Can you make a double bottom here? False move Monday. So this is technically the money printer. You got the div, you pulled away for the 21. You're going to get above the 21 and pump back to the 200 SMA here on the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute suggests you will get a bounce back to the upside here. A ballsy call to jump into a long right there. Take it just to resistance with a stop right there. A very ballsy call on a Monday. It does look interesting with the 15-minute. It looks aggressive. There's a chance it plays out. Would I play that? No. I'm not going to play that. Does it look likely? Somewhat. The probability is that's what's going to happen because the falling wedge breaks up 68% of the time. You already broke out. So, if you don't look at anything else, you don't look at the day, you don't look at the time, you don't think about anything, you just play the probability. This says it's going to break to the upside because it's a falling wedge. That's the key to my trading strategy, as I'm able to extrapolate any moment in time and just look at something exactly for what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Right? I mean, you got more room on the Stokes. This is curving. And it is kind of it's kind of a bullish dip. The 7 is exaggerated. The 7 does have exaggerated bullish divergence. That's a double bottom while that pushes up. You should get a bounce from that. However, if you just come up here and you don't get back above 41,272, it doesn't even matter. Could the 7-minute get back above the 200 SMA is the question. And I do see a move. Look at Bitcoin getting pumped all the way. Once I started saying this, Bitcoin went from 4,600, maybe even 550 to 720. It's up like 170 since we looked at this idea here, right? I did call exaggerated bullish div. People laughed at me. That was like 10 or 20 minutes ago at this point. I don't know when. Who here learned about exaggerated bullish div for the first time? Put a 1 in the comment section if this is the first time you ever heard of exaggerated bullish div, but now you know it for the rest of your life. And look at Bitcoin, up already from that entry. Stop loss can be shaved a little bit already. I like to shave whatever I'm up on entry kind of. 2 to 6 to 1 risk reward ratio. And again, I'm not trading this because it's a Monday. Shout out to Crypto Jamaican. Shout out to Micro House. Shout out to Kendall Jill. Shout out to Fidencio Jimenez. Shout out to Skiing Rooster. Shout out to Jamie Crine. Shout out to Alex Garcia. Shout out to Warner Mackey. Shout out to First Time, and I love it. Shout out to Sean Carhill Alive. Shout out to Gomo, Bennett Klein, Sean Cow. What a name, dude. God bless the lifers. Shout out to DJ and everybody kicking it with me. I appreciate you and love you. Thank you so much for your time. So now if you want to see this is going to continue, you go to even the smaller time frames, we start making flags. We want to see if the 30-second can stay above its 200 and flag on out. If this is going to happen, then we can have a chance here of the bigger time frames making bacon on the beach. Ooh, we haven't said that in a while. Bacon on the beach, baby. So here's a possible scalp on a Monday. And again, you know, my whole trading style. You'd open up along immediately with a stop on the other side of the 200 SMA. Let's see how this plays out hypothetically for you. Let's just go over some of my ideas hypothetically. Every day we do this together so you can understand the probability of my trading style. If you just hang out, it takes about a month of these live streams for you to see what's going down. All right. So possible reversal here. Look at this, a bit of a shoulder, a bit of a head, and kind of a right shoulder. So we'll see. Only time will tell. Bitcoin has to get above a local resistance here on the 30-second chart at 40,080, 800. And the 8s, it's all about the 8s, but it did start to flip at least the 30-second 200 SMA. I'm not saying that's amazing. It can go up and down. It's a small time frame, but that's how all the bigger moves do begin, with some type of smaller move to the upside. Any liquidity up there that gives us hope for some more of a short squeeze? I got some red right there up to 760, but it's like we're getting towards the end of the run. Also, the CVD up to 3,000 usually tells me we're very close to the end of a short squeeze. You know what I mean? Why is that? That's the cumulative volume delta. Simply put, cumulative is adding it up, right? The cumulative. The V, okay? The V. All right, you want to teach me how to tape read? Let's tape read. Let me do a tape read. I have no idea how to tape read. Let me do a tape read as a joke for Master Friend, all right? I'll use the CME. Look, and there's the CME gap that we're about to fill. Almost kind of filled it in a way. You could say we got so close to that CME gap. Interesting enough, right? I think I was on the weekly when I made these gaps, though. We closed that gap. We got a gap right there. Now, you can see fair value gaps, too, though, right? So, we Monday trading. Let's go. You have to use your adjust the quality of your video. Yeah. Love you, Master Friend. Shout out to Master Friend. Everyone, if you want to learn how to tape read, all right? People are like, what the heck is he talking about? If you want to learn new concepts and ideas of trading, you want to expand your knowledge, jump on into our exclusive inner circle of traders in the Purple Group. $300 to jump on in. But what it does is it gives you 3 mentoring sessions a week and just gives you far more guidance and insight. It's another course, too. You get a 2-hour course delivered to your email once you sign up. Jump on today. It's $300 one time. Everyone would make you pay that over and over again, and you will continuously get, you won't believe it. So you will learn so much more, and honestly, I've never seen anything like it. So jump on it today. I partnered with my buddy Master Friend in my trading group. Jump on it today. It'll blow your mind. I get a lot of great feedback. The people that become purple like to stay purple. It's very interesting. So, hey, if I make more people successful doing what they love, no matter what, and you could trade any, and it also shows we're open-minded in our trading group. You can trade different types of styles. Formulated off the things I teach, you can take what I learn, and it does seep its way in, right? But you'd be surprised how much more information you can learn about trading. It's all there, baby. It's all there. All right. And there's Bitcoin getting the bump to the upside as we discussed it would. right? Look at that flag, the 30-second doing damage to the upside. My target was about 40,894. We just got a pump. Did anybody trade this flag? Did anyone see? And I told you, right? The second you get above a 200 SMA, you open up a stop, you play it. See what that does? It's a simple way to trade. The second you get above a 200 SMA, you open up a long with a stop loss on the other side, and you take it for gains, baby. This thing should ride. We may even get a nice pump. Right? Anyway, so, and again, on a day like today, I'd be in and out. That's out. I'm out, right? And again, for me to open up a trade, I need to see a flag of some type. Any time frame. It doesn't matter. I'm obsessed. It has to be, not a flag, but a pattern. Inverted head and shoulder. Falling wedge. It's got to be something that I could use to get busy on. Okay? Then, I have to see my Stokes at least turning. They should be down below the dotted line, but they could be turning. Okay? And then I need to see, I'd love if price action's above a point of control. There's your point of POC right there, your local POC. I say local because we're on the 30-second chart. So this pertains only to this small little world that we're in, right? It's not going to really go further to a bigger world. All right, I hope my mic's nice enough here. I'm close enough to the mic.
Am I close enough to the microphone? Everybody, am I close enough to the microphone? Are we covering up? Are we talking about the right thing today here?
So now we're back to the same thing here on the 30-second chart. And look, we might even need the 5-second. Bitcoin's getting busy. Look at the inverted head and shoulder here. So look, they're hiding price action from the average person that doesn't know how to use the 5-second chart. That's a retest right there. Let's see if we can bounce back off that bullish retest. You break out, you come back, boom, right? That could be a beautiful bullish retest to the upside, or we could struggle. Little bit of bearish div right there as that swings down and that swings up. But this is what happens on the when you're trading, And again, when I started trading, you think I knew how to zoom into the 5-second chart at the blink of an eye, change the way I thought about the whole situation, like open up my thought process? Like, no, this took years, everybody, years. This took years and years and years. Some people are better at trading than others too. Some people, it didn't take them as long as me. This stuff took me a long time. I wanted to be the absolute best, though. I didn't want anyone to know more than me, but there's always someone out there that's going to know a little more than you. You just got to keep pushing. In my mind, I'm always super happy with what God gave me in knowledge and entertainment experience. Like even this hamstring pull, super excited about it. I just got so much pain. I just swung my leg the wrong way and it shot up my leg. But you know what? It's been a while since I had some pain like that. It's reminding me pain is part of life. It's okay. The kind of a shoulder, head, and shoulder. This is the 5-second chart, so don't get too But this is kind of how you formulate ideas, right? The cool thing, I would do this just to be limber, become like a limber trader. You can pull like fibs, and you can see how fibs work. Like, does it come to the 618 and bounce? And then you can equate this stuff to the bigger time frames, the 3-day. And that's what I did. I learned a lot of the stuff on the smaller time frames. And then I inched it up to the 7 and saw that it worked. Then I inched it up to the 15 and I saw that it worked. It's pretty interesting. So like one day I saw that price action, when it got away from the 21, we bounced back to it. So then I saw the weekly get really far away for the 21 and I suggested, hey, are we going to come back now? Is that a dump to the downside? And it was, which I found absolutely, So then I started using the things that I did learn on the smaller time frames and swinging them to the bigger time frames. And it blew my mind. Like, that's when I was like, oh my God. And then I learned that there was a new way to teach myself so much more information in trading and that I wasn't locked in to like the next person's video or my mentor, that I could begin to build on what I already had. And that I didn't need anyone else. I just needed my discipline. Like, I needed to sit here alone in the chart. That was hard for me. It's hard for a lot of people. But, if you combine it with some entertainment, like now I entertain, we have fun, we do it together. So each and every one of you helped me become a better trader and more educated because you made it fun and exciting to come here every day. So I appreciate you all, because without your love, without your excitement, there's no way, right? See the bounce off the golden pocket? I mean, that's interesting, right? That's what's supposed to happen. Now, is it sustainable? We'll see. But that's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to bounce off the 0.618 and the 0.65. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. If you pull the line from impulse to head, you're supposed to bounce right there. It's just crazy. How strange is that, right? So the 5-second chart begins to teach us and show us some things. Again, it's volatile Monday. Be very, very careful. And we're going to get out of here. I don't want to get stuck on the 5-second chart today. I don't. Nice scalp, though. That's how I manipulate Mondays. You shrink the world down into a very manageable place, and you only take what that world gives you, and you move on. If you try holding on a 1 hour time frame on a Monday, you can get banged on, right? So now look, what's cool about this is the 1 minute could have been scary to you, but once you're on the 5-second, the 1 minute's like trading the daily. You know what I mean? It's like smooth sailing. So again, we put our same idea, right? My twisted sister idea. And we're either making a falling wedge or we're going to bounce here and consolidate. If we consolidate, that would be a nice trade. If that consolidates and makes a beautiful trade, it would almost be hard for me not to take it, even though it's Monday. So if these moving averages, the 21 comes up, if the 50 comes for that 200 SMA, so you're looking for a golden cross here on the 1 hour time frame, or a preemptive golden cross. You're looking for the 50 to keep curving up towards that 200. You're looking for price to bounce here and start to get tight inside this channel. I've seen this happen thousands of times, so I can watch price action like it's kind of insane, right? And again, I always tell you I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. None at all. It's almost a little hidden bullish there. See, that swings down. Well, that swung up. It's interesting. But swing down to swing down. See, swing down to swing down. Swing up to swing up. Tiny, tiny, tiny. The music is horrible today. Come on, man. It's destroying my... particular house. This is horrible what's going on. All right, I'm just going to go back to my old music for now. It's weird. They changed up the algo today or something. Like they wanted to sell more garbage, so they just switched it up on me, and I can't get back to my old music. I don't mind the chill music on the Monday. That's all right. Anyway, so now we're starting a consolidation. This is nice. So you see how I don't just jump into trades. Every trade I jump into is a projection. I want to see it project into my plan, right? If it doesn't project in my plan, why would I take it? I've seen thousands and thousands and thousands of price action. So what I do is I just throw up a template of an idea that I have in my mind and see if price action will bend to it. If it bends to it, then I have a higher probability of making the trade. If it doesn't, so I'm the one in control of the universe. I'm the one in the matrix. I'm making price action bend to my ideas and it's really how you control your own reality. Similar idea. This is how life should be. You should be projecting, manifesting, right? And then life comes. It's not going to go exactly your way, but you should have a template and a way, and then you should change your template and bend and weave to how whatever you're getting through, what kind of energies you're getting in life. That's the definition of success and being an entrepreneur. No entrepreneur knows exactly how much they're going to sell each month. Nobody knows exactly what's going to happen, but you put your best foot forward every single day, every single week, every single hour. And you plan for where you could go. See, I just tweaked the pattern slightly because you can see that it's being tweaked. It's not exactly the same, which changes the measured move a little bit. And we could even dump, and it could just be completely nonsense here, right? We don't know what's going to happen. But this is what I call putting in the work. Anybody could just rush into a trade. What's your reasoning? I like to work the trade. I like to find the trade. I like to make it happen. Shout out to 40,700. We're holding 40K for Bitcoin, An exaggerated bullish div on the 7-minute time frame with a double bottom at 40,371. Maybe the holder for the Monday. And it all depends on how these small time frames can the 1 hour maintain a flag, break back above this 200 SMA, get the golden cross on the 1 minute time frame. Can we revisit the 200 SMA on the 7 minute up here? Can this double bottom play out, which actually has a measured move now? We'll get rid of the moving averages, make it nice and clear for you, or clearer. But your measured move would be there because your W, you take the neckline, and that's somewhere at about 42,000 back to 42K. All right. I'm just showing you the measured move. I'm not saying, I'm not telling you what's guaranteed to happen. So right now, this flag is starting to look pretty nifty. Nifty McGifty. All right. 5-to-1 risk-reward ratio. And it's a bit of a Sammy cup and Hattie to the upside. Oh, my God, I just seen the cup. Could we have a Sammy cup and Hattie? Sammy cup and Hattie looks like it may start to make a move to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. Starting to see some signs of bullishness for a reversal here on False Move Monday. Watch out for your shorts. The shorts, they look to me, are about to get eaten. I'm about to call a short squeeze. I see we get above the 200 SMA. I see a short squeeze coming for Bitcoin right now. The Stokes will turn. Lack of bearish momentum in the MACD suggests that the shorts are about to get eaten alive. If I had a short on board, I would be a little concerned that I was about to get taken out. Price action vibrating here a little bit. We do have 41.5, just enough liquidity to get us there. It's not amazing. We are battling all this lower liquidity here on BOOKMAP. Shout out to BOOKMAP. We love the sponsorship of the channel. We appreciate you. And we thank you. And look, there's a bit of a short squeeze right there as we talked about it. Not amazing, but it is happening. That is a short squeeze right there. Right there. And there it goes. 850. There's the shorts. Boom. There it is. There it is. 840. We called it. We nailed it. And they are squeezing the shorts, baby. We're back in action, baby. Let's go. The Sam Price short squeeze. Levitating, baby. Showing you guys where price action's going. Getting back into the motion. Showing you guys why this channel is continuously nailing it. No matter how hard it is, no matter what's happening in the market. Unbelievable. And getting above now, can we stay above the 200 SMA on the 1 minute? That's a must now to continue it, to have continuation of bullishness throughout the day. A little bit of a short squeeze. We were able to call it. We saw that happen right before it happened. Boom. They went after the shorts on a Monday. But again, it's a quick move. And what did they do? Well, resistance. They knew people were playing the SR flip here. So there's a bunch of stops right here when this came down. People were still in the shorts. They were like, well, it could keep going anyway. It was smart. And maybe they moved their stop losses right to this end. And so then the market maker said, let me just go and get all the stops right here. Simple, right? It makes sense. If it makes sense to you, then that's what's happening, right? So everyone that shorted this resistance just got clobbered. Now there's a bunch of people that jumped into the long. Their stop losses are going to be down here. So that's why I'm very cautious on a Monday. They'll just go right back and get them too. We must hold the two. That's why moving averages will keep you from getting confused. They're going to do a bunch of stuff. The patterns may start, you may even see conflicting divergences sometimes. I've seen it happen. And so what do you do then? Well, it's all about, can you stay above a 200 SMA? Because if you stay above a 200 SMA, it doesn't matter what they're saying or what the argument is. You've got it. You're good to go. It doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? You break that 200 SMA, then you have to flip back to being bearish again. It's so simple to me, but I guess, I don't know, is that simple to everyone else or is that a hard concept? I think it's hard at first, right? Nothing could be easy in trading, so I have to assume that it's very difficult to understand.
So hard.
Really? Why are you saying that to me? Get over here. And there you go. Now that you're closing a candle below the 200. I got a little hyped. I was excited. There's a chance there's some bullishness in the air, but I remembered False Move Monday and a bearish divergence. RSI is just not loving us right now, right? It's not all bad. We could be doing something different, but now it's just, could be a bigger consolidation. And see, that flag alone would have been good at 100x, 50x, in and out. You could make enough for the day, right? That flag was in that move right there for Bitcoin. For me, 30, 40x leverage. I could make $200-300 out of that move and call it a day. Make one trade in and out of money, Could have executed that. Again, could have, would have, should have, right? The whole point is I stick to my rules, right? Which is, I love that I have rules. They make me feel comfy inside. 41,393 for Bitcoin. All right. Bit of a bearish div there forming. Can we consolidate? Nice bounce back up, right? We show signs of strength to bounce off 40,360 on a double bottom. Could be the daily bottom. You never know. You never know. Shout out to Gina Bombina in the house. Shout out to Jamie Zeno. Look at those shorts, just got hamstrung. Sammy does it again. Sam Price, the GOAT. Bro, the energy. Shout out to the forgotten limit orders. I know, right? Love the energy, Sam. Sam on fire. Crypto Bellico. God bless you, man. Strawberry short squeeze. Remember those? Squeeze it like a lemon, baby. Mondays are rough. Wifer speaks the truth always. They're mini squeezers and are not. See, you're funny. Welcome, new lifer. It's hard because of the fake out. Like this makes you question the SMA when you should just heed them. Exactly. I can't tell you how many times I got pulled away from what I knew was true. All right. But what happens is eventually you just say, no, I'm not. They're not going to do that to me again. Love you, Sam. Love you, Gina. Thank you for being here. Jim Cramer, unlikely Bitcoin finds its footing. Oh, Lord, reversal. Oh, man. I saw as excitement making that call was spot on, bro. Hey, man. Dude, know nothing about crypto 10K Bitcoin. You will never see that price again. I'm from Germany. I could join your group also. Of course you can. Shout out to everyone. Where is everybody from here in the world? Do a little bit of a roll call. We haven't done one in a long time. I'm Sam. I'm from Boston. Where are you from in the globe? God bless you all. Jump on in. How do you make the last call to take the trade? I keep second guessing myself and missing good trade setups. That'll happen for a couple, almost a year. One day you'll just make the call. What you have to do is use a demo account and just go out and take the call every time on the demo account. Take the trade every single time on your demo account. We got Cambridge, we got South Carolina, we got England, Michigan, Ireland, Mike, the Village, Florida. We got San Antonio, Fort Lauderdale, Kent, England, Baja, Mexico, Hong Kong, Houston, Baltimore, Ukraine, Texas, Frozen, OC, Melbourne, Minnesota, Scotland, Oakland, Pakistan, London, Portugal. I could run on this thing if I could run. I could hop on one leg. New York, Singapore, Winlock, Maryland, Ukraine, Wales, South Africa, Canada, Inglewood, Chicago, Costa Rica, Israel, Vancouver, wow. Tennessee, Shouty, Las Vegas, Saudi Arabia, Puerto Rico, Charm City, Delaware, Germany, Canada, Edmonton, Michigan, Mexico, Guadalajara, Ontario, Winnipeg, New Jersey, Poland, Brooklyn, Denver, Latvia, Philippines, South Italy, Pakistan, the Jungle, Montreal, Chicago, Dallas, Israel, New Mexico, PA, Argentina, Florida. Oh my God, Hamstrungberg, Rotterdam, Slovakia, Denmark, Algeria, next door to you, Daytona Beach, Mississippi, Mother Russia, Vietnam, Ottawa, jump on, what's up, Northern Ireland, New Brunswick, India. Wow, bada bing, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, Mongolia. Dude, Montreal, Romania, Venezuela, Uganda, Pakistan, Amsterdam, Brazil, St. Pete, India, Colorado, Napa Valley, Wakanda, Tampa, Florida, Louisiana, Kurdistan, Montreal, Uganda, Pensacola, Hong Kong, Mars, India, Malaysia, the Netherlands, Countdown, Country, Brevard, Florida. Dude, Uganda, Damoon, Kurdistan, Austria. Wow, you guys are unbelievable. We are worldwide, as you can see here, from all around the world. Arkansas, South Korea, Ontario, Canada. Dude, Utopia, Iraq, worldwide, Knoxville, Tennessee, Portugal, Hamstrung Bird. He said Wakanda without smiling. Cleveland, Ohio, baby. South Pole, San Diego, Bavaria, Kuwait. Wow, wow, wow. Montreal, Norway, Bahart, Guyana, Evansville, Indiana, Jupiter, Kathmandu, Kenya. Dude, wow. All right, wow. And look, we just got shredded false move Monday. But there was a bearish div there, see? And look, once you lost the 200 SMA, you have to know that you're bearish now. We couldn't stay above it. We had to kind of, if we consolidated nicely, stayed above here, oh, I would have taken such a nice long. It would have told us the long was beautiful. The charts would have told us to take the long. Like, look at this. Yesterday we would have been here. We got above, and I would have said the same thing. We would have drawn this little flag. And then look, price action would have got tight. The Stokes got it low. And boom. We would have stayed above the 200 SMA right here for like multiple 1 hour, 1 minute candles, and it would have told us. But here, we were only above it for what? A minute or two. We could not hang. We couldn't stay above it. We couldn't do it. So it looked like it was all lovely. Things went well for a second, but no love for the Sammy Cup at Hattie. And that's why I do not trade Mondays. Look at the false move they did on you right there. Bing bong, right? And we even said now they're going to go after the late longs, right? And bang, bang. The falling wedge did break out, right? Bull trap. Made you think that the falling wedge was going to break out. Did not even break out. So now what? I mean, I see it as an M. Again, resistance at 40,800. Back again. All right. And now, actually, look at this. We could start to be forming ye old descending triangle. All right. Sammy the man for the TA. Mac Tire in the house for the Czar 140. Love trading with you and learning and the team every day. It makes this so much more fun and gives me more confidence to take the trades. God bless you and your team. Lecker means nice. Appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you for the $32 in chat revenue. 1,186 people on the live. 494 likes. Can we get the likes? Can we get 1,000 likes? It would be amazing. Bang, bang, bang. What do you think about Pepe POW? World's first proof of work Pepe coin. Oh, come on. Really? Cowboys entering. Smash the likes for the hardest working TA in the game. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker in the house. We love you. We appreciate you. Shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital. You got to love I Trust Capital. You have so much more advantages of getting into that ETF. If Bitcoin takes the dump like today, but if it, like last night, Bitcoin was dumping last night. Sunday, there were some good prices, 40,600. Some really good prices last night. You could not access those prices, right, if you had the ETF because it wasn't open for business. What is it, sliding, you know? I get excited and I think it slides my square down. Anyway, so that, you know, that's one thing to think about. Yeah. Bro, you're an absolute savage. This is why I watch your channel daily. Shout out to Simran Mirchandani. Simran Mirchandani, yeah. Simran Mirchandani, we love you. Printing free Bitcoin over the ordinals today. We live in such a blessed time. Take advantage of it, people. Wow. Printing free Bitcoin over the ordinals. PONKE up 35%. It's funny, you were talking about that. Huge short opportunity. Great calls. Thank you. TYY. Mac Tire, Legend Lifer, Legend 2. Shout out to Crypto Bros. I appreciate everything you're doing for us, brother. God bless you, homie. Wow, he said Simran's name on point. Simran Mirchandani. Yeah. Shout out to me doing the dishes for my sick wife, the lifer way. Hey, God bless you, brother. I said to my wife the other day, I get on my hands and knees and thank God for my dishwasher, man. You know? Because if that dude didn't sit there and wash those dishes for me all day, no, I have an actual dishwasher. That's got to be. Imagine if I had someone actually washing the dishes. Yesterday was spooky for me. The numbers on BOOKMAP just literally changed in a video game. They literally did what they wanted. Haven't felt this manipulated in a while. Solana market cap strong. I'll be honest, I've been so on point and in tune with the movements of the numerical moments of this market. And the last week, it's been weird. It has been strange. All right. I look at this as an M that wants to break to the downside, and I stick to that idea. We just had these little falling wedges break back to the upside. We do have a low, a high, and a higher low. We did have the exaggerated bullish div on the 7-minute time frame. That still stands as long as we don't break that low. This is kind of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, as weird as it is. All right. So let me reassess now. Yeah, I'm projecting the idea that we could be making a descending triangle here. And that would just break us to the downside. They break down 98% of the time. They're 50-50 patterns, they say, but I see them just dump. So I'd be careful. That looks pretty dumpy to me. And now you have another resistance at 40,800. I'm literally washing dishes 3 nights a week at a bar. I'd come wash dishes for you, probably pay better. Certainly would learn more. Shout out to Gabe Home. We love you, man. The only dough I'm making today is pizza dough. Homemade pizza tomorrow. I might make pizza today, man. I gave you a like for that one. How do you print Bitcoin on Ordi? Join our trading group. We'll teach you how. We have a BRC20 group, and we'll talk about it. You know, we don't. I'm not saying we're there like all the time, but there are people in the BRC20 group. You know, grinding, doing things, talking, and haven't seen someone in there in a couple of days, but someone was in there yesterday. Someone was in there on the 20th. Pretty active here. So if you jump into the Discord, we have a BRC20 group. We have an ADA Tap Tools group. All right, these are just little sections inside of the trading group in case there's something big that goes on. You know, the NFT group is, slows down, but when the NFTs rip, this group gets out of control. And people are talking about what they're getting into. And, definitely a place to be, right? And Jamie did a clinic yesterday about the Discord. I don't know if you recorded it, Jamie. Probably a good place. We should post it somewhere. But shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital. Again, you aren't able to get Bitcoin when the market closes. If it dumps, you're able to get that Bitcoin on I Trust Capital. Tax-free, anytime, 24/7. Also, in-kind transactions, meaning when you leave I Trust Capital and you're done, they will send you Bitcoin. I want pizza too now. Babe, do I smell pizza? You know how your brain makes you think you're smelling pizza? Right? Sammy, order yourself some Muay Thai liniment oil for the thigh. Okay. Muay Thai. Let's see here. What is Muay Thai oil? Muay Thai oil. MSM Fight Shop. Is a liquid for subsidized cream made of methylene salicylate wintergreen and helps alleviate pain, help in pain management associated with training. That's probably in Tiger Balm, the same type of thing, right? Muay Thai oil liniment. Maximum effect muscle massage. Never relieve stop pain. 4 to 5 strength. Topical painkiller. Muscle tendon and joint injuries. Okay. Thai oil. MYRO. Liniment. Thank you. See, I listen. The difference between me and a lot of people is I listen immediately. When someone tells me something new, I listen. Tiger Balm is amazing too. Broke my femur from a car wreck. When it acts up, Tiger Balm does the trick. Wow, broke your out. I'm next door to you. I see DoorDash at your door. Your wife must order some food without you. Are you serious? Stop trolling me. There's no DoorDash outside. How dare you? God, gosh darn it. Who are you? Get out of my street, man. So anyway, I see bearishness for Bitcoin here. Specifically, if you can't get back above this key, look at the POC that just jumped in at 40,800. 40,008, you must capture back 40,008. The 1 minute must be able to get back above its 200 SMAs, right? And it was fun. It looked good for a second. Things were looking awesome. There was a chance we could have gone bullish, but it got shut down by confirmations of price action. You got rejected by the 200 SMA. Likely that we're going to see some more downside today based on this idea. I am more bearish, and I see a move down to 39,469 for Bitcoin. Sorry to say. All right, we give you the CME gap too as well. Things are not looking amazing. Can we close the gap? Does this chop hold us, or do we come further down? Only time will tell. We have some fair value gaps too for Bitcoin. Let's talk about those on the Coinbase USD chart. And we'll delete everything here. What is a fair value gap? Fair value gaps are places in which two candles never get to meet on the opposite side of a bigger candle in the middle. Or it doesn't have to be a bigger, but a candle in the middle. Meaning, this candle comes down. This candle comes up. From these two areas, you have what's called a fair value gap. Price action did not deliver efficiency in this area. It's an inefficiency, meaning I wanted to buy, this guy wanted to get in, and a whale pushed the price too far. Meaning there's actually a lot of people interested in this price action. And Price action is likely to come into this area and get filled. Crazy enough, we have another giant one right here too as well. That's actually mighty big. And on top of that, we even have another one right below it, which I don't know what you call these, a double fair value gap, but I've never seen such a thing. Okay. But you've got numerous gaps here. Am I wrong? So there's a lot of price action that would like to be scooped up. And it's funny because really when it comes down to the things that Master Friend teaches and that I teach, if you really boil it down, at the end of the day, like the crux of almost all of it, not everything, because it's all about the cup and handle, is it not? Right? And look, a swing failure pattern. You have a high wick. This and these do not, that's a swing failure pattern. We were hoping, we kept avoiding them each time, but even this is a swing failure pattern. But this is the big one right here. Two candles on either side that can't compete with the big candle in the middle. Swing failure, right? Stochastics were overbought for me as well. And then it comes down to my moving average trick that you're away from the 21 day. And so it's just, to me, if we don't fill these gaps, it's unlikely we don't fill these, in my humble opinion. Then you pull a Fibonacci. And if you're just listening to the charts, they're speaking to you. And you got 34, 33, you got the 786 at $29,000, which would be beautiful support too. So whether you're trading support or resistance, whether you're trading ICT concepts, whether you're trading Fibonacci, or whether you're like me and you're waiting for the price action to maybe revisit the 200 SMA for one last confirmation, or you're a stochastic RSI trader with overbought. I mean, it's all there for you, which is pretty crazy. So I like, I don't like to confuse myself with adding too many other people's strategies. What I do is I slowly take on, if my friend of mine's like Master Friend's deep, so we can sit together and he can slowly bridge some things that he's showing. And just like he learned me, like he watched my channel and he was able to bridge things that I was teaching into his little world, right? And that's the concept of being an intelligent individual. Being able to collect data from different places, put it together, all right? So there's a very likelihood we come down into these fair value gaps. Is this a tape read? Am I doing a tape read? I don't know what a tape read is. I should, right? That's how ignorant I am. That's how much I stay in my own pocket, Like he goes, "Yes, sir." I love you, bro. Oh man. So, it just very likely we're pulling back, So I would be careful. Here's the deal. If someone were to panic sell right now out of a lot of positions, and we don't dump and we pump, you think we're just gonna miraculously just pump out of nowhere? I mean, I guess it did happen here, right? But you could get up somewhere here, but there's probably some that will pull back, and then you could start getting into those alts again. You may miss a section of time. Maybe the difference between an 8.5 and a 10x, or a 7 and a 10x. So you might miss a 3x in there. I get it, but what if it comes all the way down here and you get to load up on all those positions again? So never live in fear. Never live in fear. Okay? Here's another crazy concept that I'm going to teach you that you may not want to hear. But say this year is amazing and it booms up and we get some 10, 20Xs, right? But say you loaded up in here and now you're down, but you love the coin. Like say you really decided to get into SEI. You liked it, you researched it, and this didn't happen to me. So I'm not saying asking for a friend, but I'm just going over an experience. I didn't do this. I want to make it really clear, and I promise you I didn't do it. But say you run into SEI at the end a little too much, and you get burned, okay? But it's a great project and you believe in it, and it dumps. You're down $5,000. You over DCA'd, but you sell it, you buy it right back today. So you still have the position, and you have the loss covered, right? That way, if the market continues to rip, you're still in it, no worries, but you have the loss. Now, if it rips up and at the end of the year you just sell it for, so Say it dumps 5 grand, but then it rips up and you make 15. Now you have a 5 grand loss to offset the $15,000 win. But if you just hold it and it comes down, comes back up, and then you sell it for the $15,000 win, which you may, right? You will pay on the $15,000. A lot of people leave realized losses on the table that they could take that could help them offset their gains later on. But that's just, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I say should be taken as financial advice, but those are ideas you may want to kind of think about in crypto. In crypto still, doesn't have the same rules in wash trades for whatever reason yet as the stock market. Cass looks like it's in a daily descending triangle. Can you show the divergence info again? I clicked out to help my son and cannot find it now. Pretty please. I don't know what he means. Hey, Sam, could you look at Grayscale News? Just join our trading group, man. It's all in there. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. CoinEx has required mandatory verification for deposits and withdrawals of privacy coins. I saw that. I mentioned that to the trading group today. I said CoinEx, getting crazy, right? When I just saw a cool tweet in the trading group, want to see what's going on there. Oh, that's old. It's my bad. I wanted to talk about this. I saw this on Twitter today. Cost of living in 1938. A new house was $3,900. The average income was $1,731 a year. Imagine making $1,700 a year. A new car was $860. The average rent was $27 per month. Tuition to Harvard was $420 a year. A movie ticket was 25 cents. Gas was 10 cents per gallon. A postage stamp was 3 cents. Milk was 50 cents a gallon in 1938. Granulated sugar, coffee, bacon was 32 cents. Eggs were 18 cents a dozen. We pay up to how much now? So inflation, what has inflation done? I've seen eggs. I mean, you can get $2 eggs now, but you can get organic eggs for $8, right? Divided by 0.18. Wow. 44. So the dollar's lost 44 times its purchasing power since 1938. If that doesn't tell you that it's time to load up on BTC, despite all the, ups and downs. So look, again, not another amazing day for trade. Some chop going on. They're not giving a lot of big movement. It's back and forth. It's okay, guys and girls. We have the Inflation Reduction Act to solve this. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's what I say to that, man, right? Man, I saw organic free range eggs at 13. Organic free range in my yeah, $9.99. Yeah. Now, are there any hot coins today that don't care? There's a few things that might possibly be moving. Let's take a look here on CoinMarketCap, and even just you can see what's happening on the 1 hour time frame. FTT token getting up 5%. Manta Network up at 243. We got it at like 229. Still holding gains. Celestia back to 16. But that's a dip buyer. I feel like it just always seems to kind of re-splurge. Sui to 108. I'm looking at Sui. Pyth has been getting some, like in the last 7 days, Pyth is up 15%. And I hold Pyth long term. That's exciting for me. SEI back to 59. Really exciting because I didn't jump into SEI, but I believe it's going to be big. So to me, this is what I really think is going on. New projects came out. They ripped. And there were some big VCs that wanted in, and they couldn't get the prices they wanted. So what do? They dragged the prices lower, right? Why not? So they dragged the prices way lower. And, it's giving opportunity for people that are doing due diligence. So this is something I would want to be DCAing into. Anywhere from 59 down to 20 cents. If it could get to 20 cents, I don't know. If that's probably a bit of probably me being way, like, overzealous that I could get that price. But, I mean, I would center off a certain amount of DCA. And this is something I'm definitely hoping I can begin to build a bag on of SEI. So I'm excited for this dump for Bitcoin because it's providing opportunity for me to create bags of coins that it did not have before that could really provide some major wins in the bull run. So that's my plan. That's how I'm taking advantage of this opportunity ahead of us, because I believe this is an opportunity. But I do see Bitcoin going lower, and I said that earlier today. Okay. And now we're at 43.90, right? Kind of closer to where we were earlier today. And look, that's an M right there. See? M pattern. Almost a head and shoulder. And again, you got rejected by the 200 SMA. You open up a stop right when you got below it. You're in the money again. I can't tell you how many times I can tell you by just using the 200 SMA. Open up a short. Stop loss on the other side. Just like this. Open up a long. Stop loss on the other side. In the money. In the money. Scalp all day long on the 1 minute chart with the 200 SMA. Seems perfect though after the fact. It can be scary. You know, nothing is that simple. You got to do it over and over again to get the skill. Look, I even see this as kind of, look at this. It's got some shoulder, head, right shoulder vibes to the downside. You know, does not look amazing. All right. How did you get Bitcoin CME on BOOKMAP? I just downloaded it. Please help. Buy AMP. When others pump, they will dump. Thoughts on karate? Karate's hot. You know. So I see Bitcoin making a descending triangle right now. You know, I may change my story in the next hour or two, but right now, I see Bitcoin making this descending triangle and then likely more downside coming. Likely more downside coming for Bitcoin. All right. Funny. Kramer just tweeted Bitcoin unlikely to find its footing. Yeah. Sold my Bitcoin for LINU. Potential gains on MOVR. Back to 34K. PONKE is trending on X. Da Vinci backed it. Why are none of these guys even talking about it? I mean, we went over PONKE like 2 or 3 days ago. If you remember, maybe even a week or two. I think I'd say 8 days now. When we first went over PONKE on the channel. So we did talk about it. Right? You can't say we didn't go over it. It's got a little bit of ribbage. It's been doing some damage for a while. Just because you like it, we don't have to like it, man. You know what I mean? Sam, please chart LINU. All right. You asked you've got me curious enough. All right. You got me curious enough. Let's take a look at LINU. But I see more downside for Bitcoin. If we don't go to 36, 37,000, I'd be surprised. All right. Now, I'll take an L saying that just because the charts are telling me there's a high probability. I don't know what LINU is. It's not coming up. You know? So I don't know what it is. LINU for Rap Deeth? Luna Inu? Is that what you want me to do? It's out of control there on the last 2 weeks. Is this it? It's hot. 786 fib retracement. Beautiful, right? Bitcoin could do anything. I wouldn't touch SHIDO. See, everyone's like, you guys get too fixated on the smaller time frames. I wouldn't get too fixated on, you know, just like I showed you, you're too far away from the 21 on the daily. Pull fibs and wait patiently. This market got overextended. You know, people were it was out of control. No lie. Thanks for chart on LINU, Sam. Was that it? Was that the real chart? It's hard to go lower, but it's pre-halving time. Uh-huh. Super chats, HBAR, Honey, USD, and PONKE. Yeah, I'm waiting for SHIDO to come back down. At least retest support at 007. Another good... See, I think SHIDO, SUI, and SEI are all going to 10x from their pullback areas here. Easy 10x's. They could get bigger, but to me, they're all easy 10x's. 10K at the right place in those three coins can all turn into 100. So you can turn 30,000. I believe you do whatever makes you happy, but I believe Shido, Sui, and SEI are 3 coins that if you put 10K into each of them, you can easily turn it into $300,000. But you gotta, if you put them in right now, I believe you can almost still 10x them. If you dived in at the top and they pulled back, you were down thousands and it came back up against in the bull run. But if you get down here, the 10x is far more probable, in my humble opinion, right? So if we can get a half a penny, or half a tenth of a penny Shido, that would be the plan, right? I love basic attention token. It just, it's not the biggest mover as multiples, but as a team and what it provides and what it does, unbelievable. Shout out to the best dressed man in crypto. Thank you so much for the $5 Canadian. Thank you. Wearing my favorite. This suit is my favorite, my Hugo Boss suit. Why? Because it was the first suit I bought at Bloomingdale's. I used to go drive by Bloomingdale's with my mom when I was a kid. And I was like, that's where the real rich people go, right? And we went to Fonline's basement and TJ Maxx, you know what I mean? And I still got nice things, don't get me wrong. But and my dad knew how to get high quality stuff. But, we didn't go shopping at Bloomingdale's as a family and buy thousands of dollars worth of stuff. Like, that just didn't happen. And when my first year just really did amazing 2 years ago and everything was just going unbelievable, I remember walking into Bloomingdale's and just picking out whatever suit I wanted, never even looking at the price and just buying it, right? And that was 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago now. It was 2021, right? Late into 2021. I just always remember that time, right? And this is the suit, man. So this is the suit. In my mind, this is the suit that made it all happen. Like, it was this suit. So I love this suit. Everything is too high. Yeah, we're going to get a pullback. We're likely going to get a bit of a pullback. 1,200 people on the live stream. 585 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. Not a hot right now. Hive looking interesting. Still some coins bumping, but not amazing, right? The market is tough today. Plus, retail has not entered the market. Anyone else a student here? I think Bitcoin is going to swan to 20K. I could see some kind of political black swan news, war, disease at all stirring. You never know, man. Anything could happen, brother. Anything could happen. Sam, you're on the level of class we all reach for. God bless you, man. I appreciate that. I hope I'm not being pompous or rude. I hope it's all taken in the right air. Because I worked a night shift and wore the same thing every day for years. So I just want to make that clear too, I didn't always get to dress nice every day of my life. Looks like some relief near the lows on Bitcoin. I mean, you're getting overbought again, though, on the Stokes in the 1 minute, and you're not able to get back above key levels. Well, my leg is taking it, right? I got to get off this leg. I'll be on the iPad all day on the couch, everybody, so I'll be on the iPad going through the charts. I will have access. Homeschool mom here with a 3rd and 2nd grader listening. Shout out to Erica Stoner Garcia. I love that you're a homeschooled mom. We're thinking of stuff like that all the time. SEI to 40 cents in a pullback, that would be amazing. I'd rather own Bitcoin during a black swan than anything else in the world. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Smartest comment I ever heard, man. Hold up. Watch this. Ready? Hold up. I'd rather own Bitcoin during a black swan than anything else in the world. Billy Goat Tales from the live stream today. I love it. Had to tweet that. Had to turn that into a tweetable event immediately. All right, so you got yourself a double bottom, right? I'm not going to say you don't. You got a double bottom. Double bottoms break up. That's your measured move to the upside. You got to revisit the 200 SMA, though. And now you got this resistance brewing, a local one at 40,600. All right, 40,590, yeah, 40,006. So I see a descending triangle beginning to form for a dump down to 39,490. 98. Stop loss could be above the point of control. Because if you break the point of control, then you're more bullish. You stay below it, that there's no reason to think you're going to be bullish anyway. All right. 7 minutes still wants to dump on you to the downside, or it got indecision. Doesn't look amazing. And the moving averages are curving. Yeah, it just looks like more dumpage to me for Bitcoin. My measured move takes you to make this nice and neat. Measure moves takes you to 39,462 for Bitcoin, right? Out of the descending triangle. If this double bottom does not give you the love, if you can't break above resistance at 40,800, if you get above 40,800, you get above this 200 SMA on the 7, and you make a flag here, I would then open up a long, unless it was a scalp long. But so we flag out here above this yellow line. Oh, I'd love to trade that. So I already know what I want to trade bullishly if I get it. If I don't get that, I'm not trading it. Pretty simple. I know exactly how I want it to look somewhat for me to get in bullishly. I've looked at it. I've seen 1,000 assets thousands of times trade bullishly. Many of them have repeated similar patterns over time. Not every time, but many times they have. And so because of that, I stick to the script. I don't go on the news or what people are saying or the fear or we stick to the script. And we stay level-headed. We don't have to trade every day of our lives. Some days are days to be out of the market and to watch the market and to observe the market. Okay? If you're going to trade anywhere where I've been trading, MEXC, baby, 0.1 spot maker, taker fees. And if you hold MEXC tokens, 1,000 of them, you'll pay the least fees of any fee in the game, right? So I'm starting to load up a war chest for more Bitcoin. I bought a lot at 2019. I don't have to go too hard right now. If we bounce back up, I don't mind limping back in. So say I missed this opportunity. I actually did buy a good amount. I bought 10 grand already in these areas, but I could have bought more, right? I don't want to buy too much. I don't want to overload too much at an area where I could get it way cheaper at 39, 34. If we bounce back up, we're likely consolidate, I believe, at something, and I'll be able to limp back in at 44,000 and get some pricings. So I'm keeping my war chest open for 39 and 35,000. To me, it's just likely we're going to get those lower areas for Bitcoin. And so I'm keeping some price, because then I'll be able to get almost a third of a Bitcoin again for 10 grand. I want to get the most amount of Bitcoin for my 10 grand as I can. That is the key, right? And again, I do analysis on smaller and bigger time frames to kind of show me what's happening. This is a descending triangle beginning to form, in my humble opinion. I missed one like this recently in the week, and now my brain picked up on it. I don't want to miss this one. I see what's happening here, and I see my measured move to about 39,579, and that's what I'm looking at for BTC. I am short Bitcoin unless the 1 minute can get us back above the 200 SMA, unless we can revisit this double bottom. But if we continue to kind of roll over here, and this trend line, 1, 2, we keep, we're going to roll over to the downside. So I have a pretty good idea of what's likely going to happen today based on the probability of the pattern. Again, do I know what's going to happen? No. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Bitcoin could go flying up in 2 seconds. Bitcoin could go flying down in one. Anything could happen at any moment in time. However, it's unlikely. It's more likely that we go sideways here for the next 10 or 20 minutes, figure out where we're going, and then if we break above here, boom, get above the 200 SMA. And again, I wouldn't even get into the long on a false move Monday unless we got above it on the 7. Or we're going to do this and we're going to bearishly retest and roll over further to the downside. The probability, and not what I think or feel or want to believe, the probability, I want to, if it was up to my emotions, I want Bitcoin to pump. I own tons of Bitcoin. I've been buying Bitcoin since it was on the lows. I want Bitcoin to continue to pump. I don't want to see my net worth get demolished. I lost, I gained 25% of net worth and then I lost it. When it went up to 48,000, oh my gosh, I was on cloud 9. I was like, look at how much I'm worth. Then it went back down. I was like, oh my God, look how much I'm not worth anymore, right? But I never stressed money to begin with. I worked a night shift, so the amount of money I was worth when I was at 48, the amount of money I was worth now, it doesn't matter to me. It's sad. It's not amazing. I would love to have been at the high pinnacles we were at just a few weeks ago, but it's okay. I don't, my life isn't money. My life is helping others, coming here every single day. If I'm consistent and I keep grinding, I will have nothing to worry about. So I was worried, I was concerned about my leg earlier today. Okay. So I wanted to kind of build this up mentally on a day like today, because days like today are days where it really can get into your head. So don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenge, wish for more wisdom. If you're not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. All right? Look how weird I am, right? I wear a 3-piece suit in my house every day, and people talk ish and whatever, but like, it's unusual. But I'm not going to do what everyone else does, right? I'm going to do something different, period, right? Start wherever you are and with whatever you've got. I started this YouTube channel with the old mic that I had years ago and an old table. I moved back home like it was what it was, right? Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines. You and me show up every single day to the same live stream every single day, and we look for opportunity. Some days it's not there, some days it is. But if it's out there, we're going to catch it. If there's a new opportunity, a new ecosystem, something brewing, we're going to catch wind of it. Someone in our trading group is going to tell us. We're going to be able to find out if we put in the work every single day. We must all wage an intense, lifelong battle against constant downward pull. If we relax, the bugs and the weeds of negativity will move in the garden and take away everything of value. It's so weird he says it. It's like he knows me. I am always this close to going right back to that negative guy that was sitting in that apartment building doing nothing, dreaming of what I could or could not be doing. I just know I'm so close to that person. Last night, I was like, I'll take a night off tonight because of the pain. I was like, someone will give me a pain medication. Next thing you know, I'll fall off. I'll get addicted and my whole channel will disappear. I was like, I can't have this injury hold me back. And I prayed to God that like today I wouldn't be as hurt as I was last night. I'm in pain now, but last night, so you get the pull here, right, on the back of the leg. But last night, the muscle kept doing this near the back of the knee. And when it would do this, it would pull on the tear in the hamstring. So I kept getting a cramp in the back of the knee. That was then, and I'm telling you right now, when the cramp would do that, it would pull on the rip. And it was like, and I would have to like hold something or go, like, yeah. Like it was, and I must have gone through like 130 of those or maybe even 200 of them. Like, and some of them were coming every couple of minutes. Then I would get a break for a minute. It was insanity. And I loved it because God humbled me. My wife said pain is how God humbles us all, you know. So, but we all must wage an intense battle against always being pulled back. At any moment in time, we can get pulled back. We don't want to do that. All right. The show has 10 more minutes, so I'm just using this moment in time to kind of beef us up mentally, because if we can't be strong mentally, then we can't handle these charts. We're going to be torn down. We're going to panic sell. We're not going to be here 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. There's no way. We're not going to have staying power. We must build ourselves up mentally. We must have mental fortitude, mental toughness. Doc Rivers, man, you know. So motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. I have a habit of doing this. Even with my leg hurt, I'm here today because I have a habit of doing it. Your motivation, I'm so motivated, but habit keeps you going. If you're not willing to risk the unusual, I love that. To solve any problem, here are 3 questions to ask. What can I do? What can you do about it? What can I read? Is there information that I can gain that I don't have? Okay. And third, who could I ask? Is there someone around me that probably knows more information than me and that could help me in this endeavor, right? Give me a head start. Kind of give me a little bit of a, you know. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. It's very simple, everybody. If you're not doing what you should be doing today, if you're not finding divergences, if you're not going all the way, it's because you're playing games, okay? If you go to work on your goals will work on you. If you go to work on your plan will go to work on you. Whatever good things we build end up building us. It's awesome that he says this. The other day, like I'll have hopefully I'll have a staff meeting today, and I'll be sitting at the staff meeting, and people will be talking, going over things, and I'll be like, wow, I got motivated when I was all by myself. I started a YouTube channel with a logo, and now I have a staff meeting, and the plan is building on me now. Like, people are telling me what to do and what I have to do for the team. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of interesting, right? So, like, you'll build the plan, and eventually the plan will get so big, it'll start building on, like, it'll tell you where to go and what to do. It'll be kind of fascinating. You'll be like, wow, I used to have to motivate everything. Now the plan is built so hard, it's actually pulling me. It's taking me where it's taking me somewhere. My life is like as much as I'm in control right now, I'm in control of the brand. The brand is taking me wherever the brand wants, you know. The brand's on a journey, and I'm riding with the brand of the Crypto Lifer brand. It's pretty exhilarating. Motivation alone is not enough. If you have an idiot and you motivate him, you now have a motivated idiot. Okay. Hate to say that, you know. It isn't what the book costs. It's what it will cost you if you don't read it. You must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself. That is something you have charge of. Change. Yeah, exactly. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals. When I finally read this one day, I was like, oh, everyone wants to be successful in cryptocurrency. Everyone wants to make gains. Well, then it would be the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals, the support and resistance, the divergences. I truly believe the only way to master crypto is to master technical analysis, because then you won't be doing silly things and rushing in and out of coins, and you'll have control over yourself. I just firmly believe this is extremely important. You don't get paid for the hour, you get paid for the value you bring to the hour. Okay? That's important. Don't just read the easy stuff. You may be entertained by it, but you will never grow from it. Let others lead small lives, but not you. Let others argue over small things, but not you. Let others cry over small hurts, but not you. Let others leave their future in someone else's hands, but not you. We all must suffer one of two things: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret or disappointment. Either you get disciplined or you go through pain. Depression without discipline. I've lived it. I lived a life without discipline. I was so depressed. It was just not where you want to be. Trust me. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And I'm going to leave that here. I could go on all day. I'll take this quote. I'm going to post it into the chat. You best go here at the end, and you should read all these. You should print them out. These changed my life. Everyone asks, how did you change your life? How did you do it? Man, come on. I listened to people that did it before me, and I went after the way they went after it. Okay? Don't say if I could, I would. Say if I can, I will, baby. You can, you will, you are the best. Okay? No one else makes us angry. We make ourselves angry when we surrender control of our attitude. Road rage, all that stuff, right? You can't make progress without making decisions. You have to make decisions. I used to sit in a room and never move. Learn how to be happy with what you have while you pursue all that you want. I had a Hyundai Santa Fe. I wanted a Cadillac Escalade, but I was super happy with my Hyundai Santa Fe for a long time. I really was. I never got in it and complained. I actually thought it was really nice. It had a sunroof. I liked the interior. Very, very happy with that car. Again, it is not a Cadillac Escalade, let's be honest. There was things that I did want, but I was super happy with what I did have. And my wife teaches me that every day. We lived in our one-bedroom apartment, but we were super, we always wanted to live in a house, but we were happy with what we did have. The more you care, the stronger you can be, and that's live in love, right? Love is the strongest frequency, and I truly believe that, okay? Character is the quality that embodies many important traits such as integrity, courage, perseverance, confidence, and wisdom. Unlike your fingertips that you were born with and can't change, character is something that you create within yourself, and you must take responsibility for changing. I love it. And here's the best one. The challenge, and this is for me, right? The challenge of leadership is to be strong but not rude, to be kind but not weak, to be bold but not to be a bully, to be thoughtful but not lazy, to be humble but not timid, to be proud but not arrogant, and to have humor but without folly. All right? So super, super important. Let's get back into BTC. I see bearishness for Bitcoin here. I see a descending triangle beginning to form. I see 39,548 as my target. Again, you do whatever you want with that information. And we pick back up tomorrow with the live stream. The Santa Fe's got more features in tech than most BMW, Mercedes, and Infinitis. It's interesting you say that. Hyundai Entourage is our Betty Crocker grocery getter. You're funny. There you go, man. What do I eat for dinner? KYC or my wife? Sam, maybe take a quick peek at the DXY. Let's take a look at the DXY. We must. So let's take a look at the dollar index. And they may dump together. The regular markets have been pumping. And we called the reversal there on the S&P and the NASDAQ. And we've been seeing pretty good moves there. So the last time we looked at the DXY, we saw that we were overbought on the daily time frame. And it suggested that we could get a move to the downside. Maybe there's a chance Bitcoin just out of nowhere does a move and we don't see this massive dump. You know what I mean? I'm open-minded. It just those, the moving averages that we keep losing 4-hour, 8-hour, 12-hour are telling us a story, right? But look, we are very overbought on the daily. This suggests that how could you continue to go up? We're in a rising wedge that breaks down 68% of the time. Only time will tell, but that's not a very bullish sign. We did get back above the 200 SMA on the 3-day chart. We wanted that to continue to collapse, but we got a bounce off of support there, and we did bounce back above the 200. That's bearish for Bitcoin. You don't want to see the daily, the DXY get back above a 200 SMA on the 3-day chart. It is overbought. We hope this could be a fluke, but right now, and again, don't worry about the messing of the chart. All you have to see is that you got above this yellow line on the 3-day, all right? Now we're going to move you into the 4-hour time frame where the details are going to start to come in, and you're going to start to see why we have what we have drawn here. So we're in a bit of a flag here on the DXY, okay? We're oversold for sure on the 4-hour time frame, suggesting that this thing does want to make a bit of a move. I mean, this would coincide with a dump for Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin continued to make a move down, you would suggest that the DXY would move up. They don't have to. They could dump together. They could pump together. But that's like 10% or probably even 2 or 3% of the time. Most of the time, they are inversely correlated. If you get a pump for the DXY, you're going to get a dump in Bitcoin, right? So this tells me that the DXY is on its move. It got back above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame, broke out, made a flag, and it's low stochastic. I see a pump coming for the DXY for the next couple days. It says by, Wednesday, or late Wednesday, Thursday morning, this kind of would have played out. Yeah, so be careful. The DXY also looks strong right here. Bitcoin did defend 40,371 on the double bottom, but it's just lackluster. I've told you what I believe is going to happen to what the charts convey, Okay. All right. What do I eat for dinner? KFC or the devil is unlikely to be Scottish. Welcoming my baby boy into the world for an hour or a day now. Wow. Any hour or day? Wow. Seize the day, man. God bless you, bro. That's going to be the biggest thing that ever happened to you in your life. So good for you. Let's take a look at HBAR. So again, I'm not trading this market on a horrible Monday. Be careful. False move Monday. So HBAR got a little bit of a pump out this flag. That target was 10. It actually went to 9.9. Wasn't amazing, though. It was pretty messy. I'm not saying it was like perfecto. So HBAR, it's got a cup and handle moving on it right now. It didn't pump with the rest of the market, so it lagged, right? Which is good and bad. Well, one means it can't dump as hard as everything else because it didn't pump as hard as everything else. All right, so that's, yeah. Secondly, we could pull a Fibonacci here on the daily. And that Fibonacci comes back down to this 618 golden pocket. Thank you, babe. So yeah, I would look for HBAR to come down to the golden pocket, the 786, even this point of control. If it loses that, then it could drop lower to 4 cents. But as long as it stays above this level, I could see a pump coming. Bit of a cup and handle. I'd be looking into, I'm not touching this thing, and I don't hold it long term, nor do I swing trade it. I just think there's so many better things to trade. But yeah. But yeah, it doesn't mean I can't do TA on it lightheartedly and give you an honest opinion, right? But I would wait for it to come into this yellow box and get a bounce off, even preferably the 786 at 05784 for HBAR. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Allah Akbar, my friend. Not selling to Bitcoin, just buying more XRP with my hard-working money and soul. Fine is up 34%. Adam and Eve double bottom. Super chat message didn't attach. Fine. Funny, I sent a super chat before and I saw the money get taken out, but the super chat never went. Remember, this was Mr. Beast's project that just absolutely tanked. I think some of us bought. I bought in a little bit, right? I think, and then it just I believe it's still going to do well over time, right? Isn't it refine or something? I don't know exactly what it's called. Fine USDT. And I could be wrong. This could be something completely different. Someone could correct me, please. Nice pump for Fine on the daily. The daily suggested it could continue to the upside too as well. Fine. How are you? I'm fine. My dad couldn't stand that. If my dad asked you how you were doing and you said fine, he would be like, fine? What's fine? Fine. Like, it didn't mean anything to him. It's like, are you good? Are you feeling happy? Are you up? Are you down? Like, fine. He's like, fine. So funny, man. I miss my mom and my dad today in an interesting way. It's funny, I don't cry anymore. You know, I haven't had those waves of grief. They've kind of ended for my dad, and I don't have them as much for my mom. I wonder, am I a cold person? Like, how come I'm not feeling as sad? I could talk about my mom died in my face on Thanksgiving. Look, I can't break down and cry. It's weird. Before, I couldn't even say that, and I would just be like, and I could be like, my mom died in my face while she was talking to me. I got into the thing, I saw her, and then she was dead. You know? Like, nope, they catch you when you're slipping. You're funny. Fly high, Daisy and Finn. God bless you, Crypto Bear Baker. Time heals, Sammy. But it's only been 2 months. My mom died 2 months ago now, tomorrow. On the 23rd. I still can't believe that my mom passed away. She was like, I'm doing so much. I got so much to do. Like, I guess I'm still in a state of shock. I just realized my brain still has buried a piece of that. You know? God's granting you peace. Plot twist, I have no wife. Nope, they catch you when you're slipping. Tristan the Talesman Tate. What makes you say Tristan the Talesman Tate? Because you have peace with it. It all happened as it was supposed to. God is good. Your belief in God helped you get through. Amen. I did think about it. Had my dad died before my mom, oh my gosh, the pain that they would have went through. Had my, and my dad would needed, my mom was taking care of him. So like, how would he would have been all by himself. He would have been struggling. It would not have been a good look. Right? Not at all. So everything happens the way it was supposed to, I guess, just like you all said, Can you get this double bottom win for Bitcoin? To me, I see a rollover and a move to the downside, but you never know. I would love a move back up. And again, what would I do? I like to trade Monday nights after 6 o'clock. So if I see something, that's when I would. But if the 7-minute can get a double bottom breakout, get above this 200. So if tonight or tomorrow we're above this 2 and the 7's making a flag, then I would trade that flag to the upside. Falling wedge, whatever it is, I'll find, whatever the pattern suits me, but I need to be above the 200, above this resistance. 40,000, 41,250 and 40,800 are my two areas that we got to get back above. You're still in shock, Monday said. Yeah. Lost my mom when I was 8 years old. Love you, Sammy. Peace out. We could go at any moment. I know. What if I just right now, just on the stream, just... I'm sorry, that's messed up, right? My wife doesn't like that. I shouldn't play like that. That's not funny. I apologize. 3 super chats left. Let's take a look at Honey USD Hive Mapper on Coinbase. And, I was thinking about buying that project, but maybe not now. Money, this thing got demolished. HNT didn't do so well when it first came out, too. People buying the product, right? Wow, that thing that looks like a rug pull, right? And we know it's a real project you can buy, but that looks like a rug pull to me. A Coinbase rug pull. Look, they just pumped it up to 650. They're bringing it back down to 480. Be careful. Like today, all they're doing is playing with your emotions. Stay off the charts, in my humble opinion. Do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say you should be taking as financial advice, but I can teach you how to kind of mentally save yourself from a lot of mental anguish and pain. And stay away from the charts heavily on a Monday, man, if you can. I mean, this is bearish. It looks like it could continue to go to the downside. I don't know what to tell everybody here on this Hive Mapper. Made a nasty bear flag here. got a measured move down to 15. Honestly, that's just a free fall. That's like Tom Petty free falling, right? Bang, right? I wouldn't drink that, honey. You're funny. I was about to say, why? What's wrong with the honey I got, man? What's wrong with the honey over here? I said, why wouldn't you drink my honey? I lost my brother a while back. I still miss him, and now again, I still shed a tear. The sadness gets replaced by good memories. We start remembering all the good times. It's so weird you said that. I was in the office when we got my daughter. You know, they were doing looking at my the baby in the womb, and the woman was there, and she's like, I know how you feel. Like, you could tell people that have really. What's crazy is when you've been through that pain and then you release it to others. Once a month or a couple times a month, I'll meet a stranger or someone, and they'll look at me and they'll just tell me, they'll be like, I know your pain, like, and the way they say it, I know they know my pain. And the woman was like, she was so awesome. What a nice lady. I still remember. And she said, just what you said. She said, eventually the sadness and the tears will be replaced by just really good memories. Really, really good memories. I still can't believe it, though. All right. That's why it makes this leg like, so what? The Cadillac got water on me. Like, so what? I still fight for what's right. Like, I'll still call the dealership and act like it's the end of the end of my life. But, for me personally, but I demand respect. I demand to get treated properly, right? That's all. Hey, if you don't demand respect, people won't give it to you. I'll tell you that. I've learned that. My dad taught me that. They'll walk all over you if you don't stand up for yourself. PONKE could be doing a beautiful retest here for a possible move back to the upside. And we went over retest this morning, and this could be doing a retest right now. So MACD isn't in our favor. There's some bearish div there. Let's take a look at your 1 hour time frame. Needs to come on down. Can you stay above the previous resistance and use it as support? This thing's been running, though. It's been on a tear, right? And it did that retracement, came back up. PONKE. I'm not in love with it. That's why I'm not going like so elaborate with it. And the 6 hour is pretty far away for the 21-day moving average. Swing down while that swings up. You got some bearish div. Look, this is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder that did give you a bit of a move to the upside. A slanted, inverted. So whenever you see something like that, I look at the bigger time frame. And you're likely to pull back to like this fib level here, right? That 618 at least, possibly revisit this area or come here, And it could also be a rug. This thing could have come up and come right back down. I'd be careful with little coins like this, That's all. Loop Ring, which is a nice coin, nice project. What I like about it, it's got a giant, it's got an Adam and Eve, which I've seen, every one of them were playing out that we've seen recently, slanted however they were. You draw a fib here, you're coming back down to that golden pocket. You got a bit of a semi-cup and handy, do you not? Sammy, cup and handy to the upside, right? Fibonacci, you look for that 786 for your possible last resort bounce. But like Loop Ring looks, it's sold off more than other coins, so it's like ahead of the sell-off. It's not like it's up here ready to get sold off. I'd keep it on my radar and watch it closely, Loop Ring. And that's going to end the show today, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And Bitcoin back to 40,660. Playing games. Let's take a look at BTC. And again, I'm not saying I know every single time. I can find you little ways to get in and out, depending. Right? I'm not going to be 100% every 5 seconds. I wish I could be. That would be kind of cool, right? Be like a robot. Look, kind of a shoulder, a head, right shoulder, pump. Look, we got back above that 200 SMA. You got to hold above it. All right? You got to hold above it, and you got to break this trend line. Now we're going to go for maybe the 5-minute 200 SMA. This will be the bigger challenge. It is a double bottom, and the Stokes are pointing up. Let's see if we can get this move back to the upside here for Bitcoin. This is also it's interesting. I mean, this is 1, 2, 1, 2. A lot of buy pressure here. A lot of price action at 40,329. Chance we don't go to the area that I'm talking about, 39.5, but we'll see. We got to close candles above the 200. So if we shoot above here, we wiggle around and we make these flags 5 or 7. I'm trading those tonight or tomorrow, whatever, and whenever we see those. Weak slump, resistance, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to redraw this and then boom, right to the downside. And then we'll maybe get a reversal there or something. But I'm still more bearish than bullish because you're not out of this trend line. You're below the 200. But there's some signs that the bulls could push us. You got above the 200 SMA. Every time I do, there's a little bit of hope here for me that could be some follow through to the upside. This is a W2. Look at that. Clean W right there. A lot of W's. So I'll keep you guys updated in the trading group as time goes on. 40,700, another short squeeze for Bitcoin. So they short squeeze, they long squeeze, they short squeeze. And you can see bookmap all over the place. See what's happening behind the candles. This is a heat map order book. The deeper the book, the more people we see. So we can see there's a lot of orders up here. Again, though, there's not a lot, I guess there's a little bit of liquidity. There's some blue liquidity to 41,006. And false move Mondays. Just expect really strange price action on Monday. All right. Shout out to Love Learning. You're a long-term holding now. Yeah. Sorry about your wife leaving you, bro. Her loss, I guess. Hey, man, my wife left me, and I'm knee-deep in SEI. Could we get some TA? Love the show from the UK. Shout out to Jamie Barry. We love you, man. I think we looked at SEI already, but we'll take a look, right? When the market was hyped, you knew it was not time to kind of rush on in. I added to some of my long-term bags a little higher than I wanted to. I'll tell you that. But besides that, I'm pretty evened out, so it's okay, We played SEI for a quick pump, and then that was it, right? It was in that beautiful channel, came up, made a bearish div, and now you're coming, look, when the 21 curves, you're likely coming lower. So you pull a fib. I mean, the whole market wants to come back down to 618 golden pocket, maybe even the 786. I'd be looking for 35 and 47 to be getting back into SEI. That's how I would look at it, right? Long-term hold, I believe a 18-month hold in this. I truly believe an 18-month hold of this is going to pay off, even if I bought up here, which I didn't, but if I did buy up here and at 88, I don't see how it can't get at least a $3, $4, or $5, but you never know. It could go to zero too. I don't go on what I say. Never listen to a YouTuber and make a decision. It's just, all right. You buying the dip on BEAMX? Let's take a look. I already did, and I don't know if it's lower than it was before. So I don't know if I can get better than the dip I got in on. Yeah, I mean, I bought in his wick in these areas here, at that 1718 area. It's right back to where it was again. I get it. So yeah, I technically already bought the dip. And that looks like more of a lateral sideways price action. You never know, but. And I do got to get off my leg. It's starting to hurt a little bit. All right, everyone. I love you. I appreciate you. God bless you. Sammy the Hammy sounds like the mafia name. Forget about it over there. Sammy the Hammy. Sammy the Hammy coming for you over here. Hey, maybe that's going to become the new nickname here on the channel. Hey, thank you, Sam. Hope your leg gets better soon. Take care. Hey, I didn't think I was going to have this great of a live stream. I really didn't. I thought I was going to struggle. I thought last night was going to be horrible. I thought this morning was going to be really, really bad. I feel way better than ever. So if I can make it, we can all make it together, baby. Yeah, you can post that, dude. That's funny, man. Always, bro. Thank you for asking, though. Nice of you to always ask. Blockchain, detect me on Bitcoin may have fun. Its killer use case by keeping AI in check. Blockchain can be used to keep a check on the data artificial intelligence models are being trained on to avoid issues like bias, executives told. One of the concerns of AI models that kind of underpin applications like ChatGPT is that the data they are trained could contain biases or misinformation. ChatGPT is biased. It really is. Blockchain could be used to prevent bias in the data that artificial intelligence models are being trained on. In case of AI, training data can be put on the blockchain that will allow the developers of the AI system to keep track of the data that the model has been trained on. So everyone will be able to see that the data, and now because we put the data on blockchain, you won't be able to load fake things into your AI on the back end, right? Blockchain is going to keep transparency. People don't like blockchain because if you were in control of the world and no one can see what you're doing, right? And you wouldn't want people to see what you're doing because you're the one in control, right? Yeah. Hope Shido is not a rug pull. We did Shido. Twitter went from 99 followers to 204 in 1 hour. Nah, I mean, it's Shido's, and I firmly believe it's not a rug pull. It's a real project, man, with a lot of developers and a lot of key insight. Yeah. Crypto Climber on Honey ripping, he says Honey is going to rip and continue to rip. CNBC quoting you now, lifers to the top. Crazy. I want everything on the blockchain, man. Put it all on the blockchain so we can see it and keep it transparent. The blockchain party, bro. And that's why I love blockchain. That's why I run with it. Because if you're transparent and you have nothing to hide and you believe in just free economy, letting people be free, living life, then you want blockchain. If you're in control and you want to suppress people and you want to just be always, behind the scenes, then you don't want blockchain. You want to continue to stifle the masses for your own benefit. So look, the 1 minute doing the same thing here. I'd much rather try to trade a flag above the 200. So there's a chance that we could kind of pump again here. Little scalp there. Above the 200 SMA, when the flag forms, gives you a higher probability of winning the trade. So I short bear flags below the 200. I long bull flags above the 200. You understand? This gives you a high probability of making gains. All right, I'm done teaching for the day. I can teach all day long. All right, Sam Price for president of the blockchain party. I can work security for you. You're going to be more than that, man. You're going to be somewhere in the cabinet, brother. You're a smart dude. I think you're far more useful than security. I love you, man. But again, if we need some security at the beginning, by all means, jump on in, right? You could be the head of security. You know what I mean? Wow, so we talked about ONDO yesterday, and I thought I could do some numbers. I mean, ONDO goes from 19 to 30. And we went over it on the channel, did we not? Yesterday, we talked about ONDO possibly getting some gains. Interesting enough. And then ONDO did do its thing. ONDO and Manta were the two coins that are so new that there was just a chance that the speculative buy could have paid off, right? And so if you were on my channel, we did talk about ONDO yesterday. I don't know if I did TA on it, but I did talk about it. Let me see here. And I definitely mentioned it in the trading group as well. Let me take a look. And so I find out about coins pretty fast, right? Now, I don't get always the skinny to the we can get even more is what I'm saying. I always think I can do better. I can always do more. I can always do better. It's never enough. And so here I am on 120. ONDO is definitely worth noticing. Crypto lovers, see what I'm seeing now on ONDO, 120. See, ONDO Finance has been listed on BitChute, CoinEx, Binance Futures. So I got the skinny. We got an alert bot that's telling us. Right? ONDO, new token on MEXC looks worth it. Looking into $300 million market cap. And someone put this out, look, on 118. After hours investing. Look at my man, dude. Documented. My man on ONDO. So, you're going to learn about the newest coins in my trading group. I'm telling you right now. You really are. Yep. Thanks, babe. Huh? I told you, it doesn't feel bad on this pad, though. All right, my love. All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post the next video, baby. And I love you all. Some of the individuals that I know really front run everything that comes out as soon as it happens. It's true. Trump said no to the central bank digital currency, the GOV-backed currency. Amen. No, that was, I posted that to the trading group. Only candidate to say anything about denouncing CBDCs completely. And that's what the people need, honestly. So whether you're pro or not, it doesn't really matter. CBDCs are not good for you, right? And don't let someone tell you that they are, right? All right. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. God bless everybody. Stay mentally healthy. Stay prepared. Ooh, I hurt my leg just there. Oof. But I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. And hey, I'll be posting charts. Remember, later on, I don't go hard Monday till like Monday night, Monday afternoon. But if I see something, I'll be privy to post. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. Without you, I could not have a show. Gratitude is my attitude every single day. God bless you all. Thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow.